93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers this morning with patchy fog possible. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and breezy with a high around 60. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies with a low around 44. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, mainly cloudy with a high near 63. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring is here. It's time to get back outside and into proper shoes this year. Brown's Shoe Fit is the place to buy this spring with their sale on athletic shoes. Get $15 off any regular priced athletic shoes with respected brands like Hoka, Brooks, New Balance, and On Running. And don't forget, Brown's carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your spring off right at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Fleet Feet Lincoln is excited for the upcoming spring season and the warmer temps, and they want you to get outside and be active. Fleet Feet's Fit ID process takes a free 3D image of your feet to help runners and walkers alike find comfortable tennis shoes and inserts that ease pain associated with plantar fasciitis, bunions, and more. Get back on your feet this spring with a trip to Fleet Feet, open 7 days a week at 77th and Pioneers.
Spring is right around the corner, and now's the time to get your John Deere mower prepared for the grass to turn green. To get you ready, Acres reduced the price of its John Deere mower blades, filters, belts, and home maintenance kits by 15%. Gator UTV maintenance parts are also 15% off. Regular maintenance will keep your John Deere equipment going for years. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Offer expires May 31st, 2025. Visit your local Acres for details or go to acres.com to start shopping today.
The Husker games are coming soon. Do you know your tailgate meal for before and after the events? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate something for all Nebraskans made in Nebraska. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you tailgate without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No party or tailgate is complete without it.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Chill. I'm buying the songs back. Bach is buying my song back. Buy my song back, Bach, please. 93.7 The Ticket is the captain. Fastest 2 hours in radio. I said fastest 2 hours in radio. I'm with Black Shirt and Bach.
Turn me up, Bach.
Yeah, turn him up, Bach. You know he getting all nervous and stuff. He got his pen and pad out. When he got his pen and pad, that means that he's got something to say. He's done his homework. He's cheering about Columbus, Georgia, having the first round draft pick. Listen, we got a Rock'em Sock'em show today. Rock'em Sock'em. Shador Sanders still sitting on the couch. Wonder how that whole deal went. We'll talk a little bit about that. I don't know. We might talk draft updates. My Philadelphia Eagles got a linebacker. But before we do all of that, we got guests in the building, and we want to introduce. First of all, let me just go to this guy right here, Mr. Jordan. Jordan, will you introduce yourself? You've been on this show before.
Yes, sir.
Can you introduce yourself, kind of what you do, and then I'll have you introduce our guest.
Okay.
So without further ado, you have the mic.
Yeah. Mr. Jackson, I appreciate the opportunity coming out here, for the second time. Yep, second time. I am in the oil change business. So I got an oil change shop, linked up with Rashawn, through that venue. And, been kind of helping, and he's been looking out for me. I've been looking out for him. We sponsored the receiver camp clinic last year.
Running back.
That's what it was.
And this year we got Amir Abdullah football camp.
Yes, sir.
Times two coming. And then skills and drills for the older. You can be in college, you can be in high school.
Yeah.
15 and up is going to be skills and drills right after. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I can imagine that's going to be a blast.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty big this year.
Considering it was kind of the inaugural year, I was impressed. I was impressed with how everything turned out.
Well, it'll be bigger this year.
I would expect nothing less from you.
Yeah, we won't get it out there with 2 weeks to go.
But apart from that, I bring here.
Let me stop you for a second.
Go ahead.
So go ahead and introduce.
No, go ahead.
No, because I was going to put pressure on him through you, and I'm just going to first of all let you introduce him before I put the pressure on.
Okay. Who we have with us here today is the newly cemented coach of the Omaha Beef. Been on the horse here now for going on 2 weeks. We're going on 3 weeks. Going on 3 weeks. I'll let him get into all that, considering we're in the middle of the season. But he comes by way of Carolina. His credentials do speak for themselves, and more importantly, his players have a lot of good things to say about him. And so we've just kind of linked up. I'm a sponsor for the Beef. Been sponsoring them for the past. We're going in our 3rd year now.
Thank you. And a sponsor of the football camp as well. And I appreciate this dude.
Yes, sir.
So I just always be running around begging. I got a couple guys.
You don't beg.
Yeah, I ask. I got a couple guys that I can ask for money and for a project, and you are one of them that I can always depend on to give it to me.
AKA, I need to work on saying no.
Thank you. No, that's for everybody else. Say no. You ain't say no to the Beef, and I know they getting more than me.
That's another story. But it's been a great partnership on both sides of it. And the Beef, man, our first 2 years, they won the championship both seasons. They didn't lose the game.
A good luck charm from Georgia.
I won't say that it had anything to do with King's
Tommy Armstrong.
Yeah, that was a big part of it. He was integral. I mean, I think he got league MVP both of them, at least one of those seasons. Maybe 2 of them.
But they won the championship. For the first time.
Not well in that particular league. It was two different leagues. Wasn't it?
No.
2 different leagues. Yeah.
Well, what year did they win it before?
So they won in the CIF in 2023. Then they won in the NAL in 2024.
Oh, so back to back. 2020.
Yeah, back to back.
He says 2024.
And they did have another championship.
I can hear New York.
They do, yes.
Years prior to that. Years in a different league at the time, though.
Gotcha.
And so, but yeah.
No, they never won it before that.
I'm pretty sure. Playoffs?
They had one playoff game. I said the championship.
So I guess I had more to do with it than I thought.
Well, here's what I'm trying to tell you. So I'm going back. First of all, when did the Omaha Beef start? What year?
2000?
It's 25 years, yeah.
So started in 2000, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. We're in 2025. They won 23 and 24.
Mm-hmm.
They've never won a championship before that. You guys didn't know that?
I did not. Yeah. But I feel like they had won.
When? Yeah, pull out the handy dandy spaceship from New York. I love accents. I really do. And go ahead and introduce him while he looks up. While he's doing his homework. I love this.
He's already chimed in.
He told me coach the coaches.
Coaches can be coached.
Coaches can be coached. And that says a lot about this.
That says a lot.
It says a lot about this.
Coach, he said coaches can be coached. Coach.
He stands on trust and respect, both ways, two-way street. And that has helped kind of, create a cohesive environment for, a team that's kind of been, put through the ringer, so to speak.
Sure.
You know, a lot of ups and downs, but more ups than downs. And you know, I'm optimistic to kind of see how things play out.
4-1 this year.
4-1. Yeah.
4-1. So off to a good start.
And I'll say more offense in the past 2 games than they did have the first 3 games of the season. So kudos to Coach.
All right, so Coach, go ahead and introduce yourself, and then you tell me if
then I'll answer the question.
And listen, if that was a story, then I got to get you a That's a Lie shirt. I should put it on, but I'm gonna give it to you.
You're good. So my name's Coach Brandon Negron. Thank you, Lincoln and 93.7 The Ticket for having me. I'm here because of Jordan with King Fast Oil, and I'm excited about being here. To answer the question, the Omaha Beef did make the championship in 2022, but they lost. They won a championship in 2023 with the CIF, and then when the league transitioned over to the National Arena League in 2024, they won obviously last year, and we're competing for a championship right now.
Now, so I was right.
Yes, you were.
They've never won a championship in the 25 years of them being around. Now, they have been in the championship game.
Yes.
What year would that have been?
2022.
No, before the 2022.
Oh, before that.
Yeah, you gave me 2022, 3 and 4. What year? No, you can't look.
Oh,
Take a guess.
Okay.
You got to guess. Look, he's trying.
17.
Yeah, I think 16
no,
or 17.
I don't know about all of those. I don't know. It could have been.
So we're going
way back.
Oh, you going way back?
Forget it. I won't go way back. Let me ask you this. Who was one of the best, besides Tommy Armstrong, who is one of the best quarterbacks to ever put the pads on for
Matt
Omaha
LaFleur.
Beef? Okay, he was like number 3.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm. So you got to go back.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 46.
Okay, so you
I
close.
should know this. I should know this. Yeah.
How old are you? Honda.
43.
Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't know because you're from Georgia. And you guys know Georgia stuff. You know Georgia stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Terrell, I take my hat off. He knows some Nebraska stuff, but he knows Georgia.
You know the stuff that matters.
Yeah, that's all he knows.
I know.
So the great late Troy Travis.
Wow. No way.
Troy Travis. Go back and look at that.
Now I am going to look.
First of all, hold on before you look.
All right.
I got more. On that team, they went 15-1 and lost in the championship game. That was the one loss.
Okay.
Who was the starting 2 running backs? I'll give you a hint. See, I watched Terrell. I'll give you a hint. They play for Nebraska.
So if we're going
What year?
It would have been 2001. Terrell, you should get this. 2001. You know, you go to an arena when
Rashawn Jackson.
No, when your NFL career starts to wind down and nobody wants you, CFL doesn't want you, but you still want to continue.
What's
to
the
play.
guy from?
So it couldn't have been Amon Green.
It was arena. No,
he's from California.
Yeah.
No, Amon was playing for Green
That's
Bay
what I'm
at the
saying,
time.
yeah.
Okay, come on.
Is it a guy from California?
Obviously, you know Nebraska football.
A little bit.
No, he's
Enough
not
to be
from
dangerous.
not from California. No, Terrell. The answer is no. Not from California. Not from California. Come on.
Thunder Collins.
No.
It wasn't him?
No.
Did he play for the Beef?
Okay, so it's not Lawrence Phillips.
No. You know what? You cooking with grease.
Okay. We're in the
cooking
area.
with grease.
Damon Bennett.
No. Damon played for the Lincoln Capital. That's Big Rafferty and all. Damon was Lincoln Capital. Yeah. Go ahead. Come on. You cheated?
Nah, I ain't.
You didn't cheat? You should know this, Terrell. You played with one of them.
Jay Sims.
No. Come on, man. Think me for a second. I'm asking the question.
That's still not happening.
Is the text line on? Is the text line on?
It's on. There's a guest from here from Hizzlebeer, Clinton Childs.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
That's one. That's one. Who is 2? Think about this. It was the Weebacks again. But the Weebacks this time was Clinton Childs,
Right.
and a guy who was drafted in the NFL. How about that? That's another hint. Wow. And he's late grade as well. That's another hit.
Calvin Jones.
There you go.
All right.
Calvin Jones, Clinton Childs. They had Pat Davis. They had Lamont Gilchrist. Listen, that team was loaded.
I mean, that speaks volumes for the talent that goes through the Omaha Beef franchise.
Loaded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I can't really remember. The reason why I know that was because I was an assistant coach.
Okay.
With Coach Buddha.
Okay.
During that time.
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
go way back,
Now
right?
we're way back. Yeah.
Now I'm coaching my peers. See, coach the coaches,
Coaching
right?
the coaches, yeah.
Yeah, that part. So anyway, Coach, tell us about how'd you make it to Omaha? How are you now the coach of the Omaha Beef? Give us that backstory.
Yeah, so I've been coaching in the National Arena League for 5 years. I started as an assistant in Carolina, held various positions on different staffs. My 2023 season, I was an assistant to James Fuller, one of the in my opinion, one of the best minds in the indoor game. I won 2023 Assistant Coach of the Year under him. When the team couldn't come to a contract agreement with him at the end of that season, I wound up taking over as head coach in 2024.
Okay, let me stop you.
Yeah.
Because I come from the arena team.
Okay.
I was the Iowa Barnstormers at the time.
Okay.
Right? So, because you said that, and I get it. I'm about to open this up. When they couldn't come to a contract, right? How do I put this? Are you in that situation? I know you took the deal, but could you have sided with him and said, "Nah, I'm going with him"? And do you think if you would have said that, they would have hired someone else?
Yes, they would have hired someone else.
Okay, got you.
No
That's all I
question
want
about that.
Yes.
And no, I couldn't have sided with him because my family was in Greensboro, right? So for me, this was more about I lived 10 minutes from the Coliseum.
Perfect.
So it was a no-brainer from a coaching perspective. But if there was a coach to follow, Coach Fuller was one of the coaches to follow.
Yeah.
And I think in different circumstances, if I didn't have wife, kids, and all that stuff and was settled in, then at the time I probably would have went with him.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then what happened?
So then took over as head coach in 2024. We made it to what was the equivalent of, I guess, an NAL semifinal last year. We lost here in Omaha.
I think I was at that game.
Yes, that win would have put us in the championship, which would have again been in Omaha. I did get coach of the year at the end of last season, which was really nice.
What was your record?
We were 6-4, and I would have
How
traded
you get coach of the year with 6-4
because I can find ways to win trophies even when I'm not supposed to.
Oh, you mean to tell me that you coached? You just coached.
I just coached.
You got some guys, mine that had the best talent,
right?
And you got them to play together. I got you. Go ahead.
Think so. Look, we were a quarter away, but admittedly, we got what I like to call Tommy Armstrong, and he took over.
I'm sorry. I want to call Tommy. I'm gonna try to call him during the break too.
He's unbelievable. But So then this year, I started out as head coach in Carolina. They had asked me to transition to president of the team. I did that reluctantly and appointed another head coach in my place. Actually, a former Omaha Beef coach, Mike Bonner. He was here.
Mike Bonner. Yeah. Guess who coached him?
I'll bet you did. Yeah. So
wow.
he took over, and then I just couldn't get on the same page with the ownership group in Carolina, so it made me available. And then when the job became available here, Ricky Burtz and I came together, and here I am.
Now you're here now, okay?
Yes, I am.
But I got to ask because I don't know.
Yes.
Do you think the offer to move to president was a way to get you out the way?
No, I think it was a way to attempt to cement and solidify the business aspect of the game in Greensboro.
Stop for a minute.
Yeah.
Talk about that though.
Okay.
Let's talk about the business side of the arena and what you do. Forget the coaching side for a second, okay? Because I've done this, so I understand this.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the business side of arena football. What do you do day to day on the business side?
So I think there's a lot of misconceptions about arena football owners, right? They're not all wealthy billionaires like you see in the NFL and stuff like that. So the business side of arena football comes down to 3 tiers, which is ticket sales. Obviously, attendance is a big thing. Merchandise sales, which every team wants to have people being their walking billboards and things like that. And then probably the biggest tier is partnerships, corporate partnerships that teams will do with local businesses in the area, similar to what the Beef do with King's Fast Oil. And those numbers, that revenue can be paramount to a team's success. So in a city like Greensboro, which, there's a lot of businesses out there where you're trying to fill an 18,000 seat arena. The team played in the Greensboro Coliseum. It needed someone dedicated to the business on a day-to-day. And that was the commitment they asked me to make. And at the time, I convinced myself that it was the best decision to make at the time.
Got you.
Because we wanted the team to succeed. You know, from being in the game, if the team's not succeeding financially in the front office, then it's not going to succeed.
Well, no, not at all. And talk about that too, because guys that are getting, like I said before, guys that play, a lot of those guys are either NFL guys who still have the love for the game, they still bodies are okay, and they want to keep playing. Or it's guys that are trying to hone their craft, get better, and maybe get an opportunity to go to a higher league.
Correct. Yeah.
What's the pay?
So the National Arena League has a salary cap at $6,500 per game. So you take 21 active guys and you divide that by 6,500. Now the salaries can range. You can have a guy that's paid as high as 600. You could have a guy that's paid as low as 200. But all in all, the number can't not exceed 6,500.
But that doesn't have anything to do with coaches. That's just
no.
roster.
That's just players.
Just players.
Yeah. Coaches are on their own salary budget based on what the team's overall budget is.
Are you in complete control of that?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna consult with your team's GM, or in my case, I consult directly with our owner, Ricky Burtz. But I mean, it's my decision to make as long as it's within the number. I mean, the number is in control of the number.
Right.
Yeah.
How long has Ricky been the owner?
So he's been the owner. I believe he took over the team in 2018. He's 45-12 since, or the team is 45-12 since he's took over.
You tell Mr. Ricky he used a lot of former Huskers. He could maybe call in or maybe next time come and show his face.
He loves local, so he's actually on his way out of town. But
is he really?
Yes,
nice.
He wished me good luck before I walked in.
Well, good. Well, he must have knew something.
He knew something. Yes.
Okay, so you get here. How many games have you coached?
2.
So you 2 games. What's
Yes.
your record?
1-1.
1-1.
Yes.
Tell me about the first one.
So we went to Beaumont,
Texas.
Beaumont, Texas.
Speed.
Extremely talented team. The team had 6 hours of practice with me. We did a 14-hour travel trip.
On the bus?
Well, we did transit vans, really nice luxury vans.
Okay, nice vans, guys.
Very comfortable, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not an excuse maker. I just think that we, with more preparation time, we would have been a little bit more prepared to play the game.
Right. And they didn't heard your voice.
Maybe that's
right. There's no maybe to it. Anytime you have to go in and take over something immediately, you can't expect for everything to fall in place that first time out the gate.
But I think you would agree with, for these guys that are trying to move up the ladder, you still got to be a pro, right? Because if you move up the ladder, there can be changes just like there would be at this level.
You do, but we know that, if they were the pros that me and you were talking about, they wouldn't be playing for us.
That's true.
So
that's true.
They got to hear your voice.
But in their defense, we did have the ball last possession of the game in a position to win. And we just
didn't
really?
Execute.
Yeah, we did. We had it. And I don't want to get into officiating, but watch the game.
Yeah, hey, don't get fined. Do you guys get fined?
We can't get fined. I don't think I can't get fined for a game that was 3 weeks ago, though. I think I'm past the fine period now.
So you can talk about the officials a little bit. No, don't do it. Listen, no, don't do it. They're listening.
This is my first introduction to Lincoln.
Don't
I'm going to be
do
nice.
it. You be nice because they're listening. And let me tell you something. When you get on what do you know about Nebraska football? Before we throw it to break and then we go to come back. What do you know about Nebraska football?
I know Tom Osborne.
What do you know about Tom Osborne?
He's the winningest coach in the school's history. I
know that's almost, you can almost put him in college football. But go ahead.
I know summer players have gone through here. Obviously, I love this Raiola kid that they have a quarterback. I know a little bit about Matt Rule because he was in Carolina while I was living there. So I know enough to be dangerous. So
you are a what fan? You told me earlier.
I'm a Bills fan.
No,
you mean college-wise?
College-wise. Don't you start this NFL stuff.
All right, college-wise, yes. I'm a University of Notre Dame.
Okay, there it is right there. Now, because listen, we had a baller for y'all come from Omaha.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all starting safety was from Omaha.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The one Terrell's trying to, hey, Terrell. You calm down over there. Keep writing your notes up.
You talking about the second rounder?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Guess what? We'll take a second rounder. He's from Omaha. That's big. All right, here's a question. Who is the highest pick ever from Omaha in football? Who is the highest NFL draft pick ever?
I'm confident it's
from
defensive.
Omaha.
It's defensive.
Dave Remington.
When did he go?
I got to.
Then we'll throw it to break. 93.7 the ticket. I got Omaha beef, King's Fast Oil, the black shirt, and Bach. And we'll be right back in a second.
You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Fleet Feet Lincoln is excited for the upcoming spring season and the warmer temps, and they want you to get outside and be active. Fleet Feet's Fit ID process takes a free 3D image of your feet to help runners and walkers alike find comfortable tennis shoes and inserts that ease pain associated with plantar fasciitis, bunions, and more. Get back on your feet this spring with a trip to Fleet Feet, open 7 days a week at 77th and Pioneers.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Oliver, left circle, wrister, he scores! Lincoln wins the Anderson Cup. Join us at the Icebox this Friday and Saturday as the Lincoln Stars take on the Waterloo Blackhearts in games 1 and 2 of the Western Conference Finals. The Stars are on the precipice of reaching the Clark Cup Final and need your help to have a true home ice advantage. The puck drops at 7:05 Friday night and 6:05 Saturday night. Lock in your seats now at LincolnStars.com.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Amon Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a 4-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Amon Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email jake@theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th and overall registration goes through May 30th.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
And he mentioned Remington.
Okay. And we didn't look it up. Did anybody look that up? Look that up, Bob. I would imagine Dave Remington would have went first round.
Wouldn't have been
Johnny Rogers.
It was the linebacker.
But that was after he went to the CFL. What linebacker? Now, first round, I'm talking, do we got any first? Gale Sayers? Yeah. Might be the highest.
Yeah. So Remington was drafted the 25th pick in 1983, but Gale Sayers was drafted 4th.
What was Johnny Rogers when he came? I thought he was number 1 overall.
Look that up.
And you got to think, I don't think there's been a first round draft pick from Omaha since then. Huh?
What was
Yeah, get your headphones on. Can't, you know what I'm saying? You over here. It must be a fast oil thing, a rookie mistake, right? Too much oil. Yeah, talking to Mike. What about him?
What was his number?
Number?
What was he drafted?
What, 2?
He was picked 2nd, yeah, but he's not from Omaha.
He's not from Omaha.
Oh, we're doing from Omaha.
Yeah,
Okay.
buddies. Yeah, buddies.
Well, then I'm definitely out.
Do you got any Nebraska players on your roster?
No.
Nobody?
No.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, I inherited the roster, so.
I mean, you got to have see, this is what I always say. The GM in me's talking.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
You play in Omaha.
Yes.
You want people from Omaha to come.
Right.
You probably should have at least.
So are you asking me if I have someone from the University of Nebraska or
No.
from Nebraska in general?
Nebraska in
Then
general.
yes, the answer is yes. I
Okay.
apologize.
All right, who is it?
Corell Colmoose.
Okay, what's he play?
He plays wide receiver. He's
Really?
from Lincoln. Yeah.
Is he really?
Yes.
Okay, we got to get a couple. We got see. He said
Yeah.
Lincoln. See,
Yeah.
he should have just left the break. See, he's Omaha. Omaha. Y'all got a coverage or a defense call. Omaha.
It's an audible actually
Is it?
offensively. Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
too easy. You gotta steal it. Omaha. Everybody know what that is.
Yeah.
Or does it change?
It
per
changes.
week?
It changes week to week.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What kind of offense you run?
I run a very hybrid offense. So I base my offense based on who we're playing. So we may look like we're in empty for an entire game and play in spread one game, and then the next game I'll have duo sets in the backfield, power sets. I have a diamond set where I have 3 running backs in the backfield. It's just dependent upon who we're playing.
Well, you're a game planner.
I am a game planner.
Are you an offensive mind or defensive
I am
mind?
100% offensive
You
mind.
son.
Yes,
That's
sir.
why I like you.
Yes, sir.
Straight offensive
Straight.
minds think alike.
Yes, straight offense.
Yeah. And if you're a great offensive mind, you should be a pretty good defensive mind.
That's absolutely
because
correct.
you've been used to having to beat that.
That's what you're looking
They
at.
have to defend us.
Mhm.
We have to beat you.
Yes.
Anyway, thanks for bringing them. We
Glad
don't
to be
need.
here.
Hey, by the way, we don't need you anymore. You can excuse yourself. No, I'm just playing. Hey, Jack, you may get mad. Jackie watching? Hey, Jackie, kids, I'm just playing. Okay, so you guys are 4-1. Who you got up next?
So we've got the Dallas Falcons, which is an out-of-league game on May 3rd, and then we go to Sioux City to play the Bandits on May 10th.
When's the season end?
Season will end. So the regular season will end May 31st. Championship game will be in Omaha on June 14th.
Really? So you would have to go play a playoff game somewhere else, or it could be here.
No, we're going to win out. So we're going to host the playoff game, and then we're going to host the championship.
Games are played on what day?
Saturdays.
Oh, dang.
You're coming.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying we got a football camp that morning.
It's all right.
I was gonna try.
I just did the drive.
We're gonna need to listen to some of your guys. That's what I was thinking about. Getting some
On
of your guys.
which day?
Saturday, the 7th.
Yeah, it just
Depends on who you're early.
Yeah, so we'll have.
You guys have walk through, and you ain't gonna be able to do that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We'll figure something out.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
I just my biggest thing is that those lines of communication and getting those young men around some other young men
that
they can inspire.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times And I've coached on all levels, and I don't think the community gets a chance to see the young men enough, you know what I mean, to make a difference, if that makes any sense.
I agree. And I think for these guys, you know, they like to do that stuff. I know that, you know, the couple guys that I've got sitting out in the waiting room like to do it. And I think for the kids that get to be around, you know, they don't know any different, right? To them, that's an NFL player, right?
Sure.
They're still playing professional football. So we love that stuff.
So let's just talk about this for a second, because I want the people to really understand the sacrifice that these young men make. I mean, so a potential, let's say a free agent, rookie.
Yep.
Where is he from? And what is his, give me his day-to-day Monday through Sunday.
Sure. So there's no limit on where it could be from. It could be anywhere in the country.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He's from Hawaii.
He's from Hawaii. So we'll fly him in. He'll stay in player housing, depending on what team you're with. That can vary.
With the beef.
Right. Okay. So let's just say he's with us. So he's staying with us at the American, which is a hotel in Omaha.
Shout out American.
Yeah, we love him. That's our player housing. So he'll stay with us. He'll probably have a roommate, right? Especially if he's a rookie. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little bit of an old school coach, so rookies don't get their own room.
There we go.
So he'll have a roommate. Now, we take care of all their food. We have various restaurant partners throughout the city. So all their meals are pretty much covered during the week.
That's what I was going to ask you. How's that work?
So we'll do advertising partnerships with local restaurants in return for, you know, meal vouchers, a certain amounts that the players can use when they go to the restaurant. We'll give them advertising.
You ever ate at Jackson Fair Deal Cafe?
I have not.
Really? You ever heard of it?
Should I?
Have you ever heard of it?
I've only been here 2 weeks, man. I've heard of like 6 restaurants.
Really?
Yes.
Dang, what is wrong with
I
Jordan?
gotta get out.
Something is wrong with Jordan. That's what I'm telling you. He's over there asleep. And
I'm still sipping my mocha over here, man. I'm still sipping.
Now, Jordan did take me to a really nice lunch the other day.
He did? Where?
It was at the Magnolia Hotel.
Olive and Iris?
Olive and Iris. Yes.
Yeah, well, the Magnolia goes bananas.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was really
that
good.
was a good one.
Really good.
He could have took you to Jackson's Fair Deal Cafe, though.
Hey, I was down south. I need to get.
That's all right. I'm just saying, at some point, I'm just throwing the bug out.
I got you.
I owe him the next lunch, so that's where we're going. That's where we're going.
That's a deal.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so 4-1, you got 2 guys out here now.
Yes, sir.
Tell me why you've brought these 2 young men. Give me a little bit of background about them.
So Brentley Allen and David Ross are sitting outside. So both of them were players for me in Carolina. You know, I brought them here because I just think they're really talented, and there's some things that the team needs that I think they bring to the table. Go for it.
Oh, I can't wait for this. let me look at me. Cut.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait.
Yes.
So you when you came here, you said, "Hey, you two, you come in with me."
So
how'd that go?
We can talk about that. So Brentley had already been released, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine.
So he was available.
That made it easy.
Yes, I traded for David Ross.
You guys can trade?
We can trade.
Who'd he come from?
So he came from Carolina. I traded with Carolina for future consideration.
Oh, it's futures.
Yes.
Oh, you gave him up for futures.
Future consideration.
Okay, so
Yes.
what do these 2 young men bring to the table that you felt like you needed here?
Yeah.
That you had to have.
So Brentley's a really great route runner. And
Sure.
within my offense, I'm very detailed. You know, the routes are it's conceptual, right?
If I
So
tell you
one
to
route
run
opens
7,
up.
run 7.
Correct.
Go
Right.
ahead.
So that was important to me that we had, you know, explosive route runners within the offense. David's a utility guy. He can play offensive line. He can play tight end. He was an all-conference tight end in college. He's
Tight
played some
end?
running back. Yes.
Time out.
I can't wait for this question. I know where this is going, and I want this question. Give me this question.
First of all, what's his name again?
David Ross.
David Ross, the utility guy who said he does it all.
Correct.
I do it all, coach. What don't I do, coach? That's what David Ross said to me earlier. I do it all. I was like, really? Yeah, I do it all. I love how he said that. All. Okay, so wait. How tall is David Ross?
About
5'8"?
No, he's taller than that.
5'10".
6'1".
No, he's not.
above average. He is
David
above
Ross, stand up.
He's above
He's
average.
not
I'm
6'1".
going with 6'1".
You going with 6'1"?
Yeah.
Really?
6 foot at the lowest.
You saying 6 foot? So he's taller than me.
I think so. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
Big 6'3".
So Nah, heck no. He got the hair. He got the hair. The hair might catapult him to 6 foot. But okay, so anyway, tell me. 6'2", that's a lie.
6'2", I told
We
you.
got to get you. We got to talk to Miss Rebecca after this. I'm buying all 3 of y'all shirt because that's a lie. It's a lie.
I think
He's not
I
6'2".
think he's 6'2".
Really?
Yeah. I didn't even think that.
Did he have anything in his heels?
No.
I'm just trying to make sure. Okay. So tell me about it. 6'2" tight end does everything.
Does
for you.
everything. He's a phenomenal blocker, but what I think people are starting to realize, especially from this past game, is I'll call plays to the tight end, right? So, and that's not typical, right? Typical the tight end, yes, they declare, but he's more of a blocker.
Sure.
I have a pass catching tight end, so you have to defend for him too. So I make the defense account for more athletes than I used to.
So you're a firm believer in an offense is only good as a good tight end.
I think it helps, yeah.
Well, no. Every offense you've had, it sounds like to me, the tight end is one of your better players.
I think it's important, yes.
And you're going to go to him when you have to.
I am.
Listen, give me a high five.
Yes,
I love
sir.
the tight ends. Only because I think when you have tight ends, you have somebody that can block on the edge, right? And then you have someone else other than the receivers that can either split the middle of the field or make you keep those linebackers honest.
And they're calling them now, if you look at the guy from Michigan that got drafted, Colston Loveland, they're calling him the flex guy now. Right? Because you can take the tight end off the line and widen him out, and he becomes another weapon within the offense that somebody has to account for. I like that. I don't think the indoor game is responding to that defensively as fast as I'm implementing it offensively.
Got you. So I want to test you in Nebraska. I want to, sidebar this thing real quick and test you in Nebraska medal. Best quarterback to put the pads on in Nebraska. You only get one answer, so you can't be
I'm gonna roll with Tommy Armstrong just because of his impact not only on the school but also on Omaha Beef football.
Oh my God, who do we got in here?
I mean, it's a good. Are you gonna go with Frazier?
He said New York City. You asked me, was I gonna go with?
Yeah, who are you going
Let's just go around robin real quick.
All right.
Jordan, best quarterback to ever put the pads on at Nebraska that you know of.
That I know of. I mean, Frost did pretty well while he was here.
Wow.
He did.
Hey, buddy. I'm not knocking you guys. You said Tommy Armstrong.
I'm going with Tommy.
You said Scott Frost.
I mean, he did well while
Let's go to an expert. Hey, Bob, who do you feel like the best quarterback ever to put the pads on is?
I would go with Tommy Frazier.
Why is that?
Well, he helped lead him to back-to-back titles. His career record, he's second in the Heisman.
How many games did he lose in his career?
Count on one hand, yeah.
How many did you lose?
3. But he lost 2.
Yeah.
How many did Tommy Armstrong lose? I'm not saying it's about wins and losses.
Oh, no.
I'm simply saying I was just looking at again.
Yeah.
I love Tommy Armstrong.
Yeah.
T. Fredo. Yeah. Gotta be. I just was testing y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Another one.
I mean, I could have said Eric Crouch.
You said,
I can't go wrong.
Yeah.
I can't. You said Eric Crouch, just like in Tommy Armstrong. I still would have said, yeah, he's probably number like 3 or 4, but he's up there.
I just wanted to impress you that I knew the name Eric Crouch.
That's pretty doggone good. Eric Crouch was at the restaurant, by the way. Okay, so top running back, all time Nebraska. Oof. He's from New York, y'all.
Tough.
Notre Dame.
Listen, man. We can take some of the things he's done off the field out of the equation, but Lawrence Phillips is a dog, man.
Give me something, dude.
I mean, come on now.
I'm gonna be high five him all day long. That's what. Hey, listen. If I was coaching with him, that's what we'd be doing.
We had a lot of fun.
Strike up the band. Wow. Who you taking?
Oh man. Can I phone a friend?
Yeah, Bach. I can't go to the expert Bach before you phone a friend. Are you phoning a friend now?
No. Bach's my friend.
No. Okay, Bach, go ahead.
Well, Lawrence Phillips is definitely a respectable answer. Could be number 1. Mike Rozier also won the Heisman, averaging 8 yards per carry. So I mean, he's right up there.
Yeah, and I think you could also throw Amir Abdullah in the conversation as well. Still playing in the league after 12 years, and
that was my thought.
That's a lie.
Where's he at now? He's in Detroit. Is he in Detroit?
No, he's at Vegas.
Vegas. Okay.
Yeah, he was at Detroit.
He was at Detroit.
He's a really good guy. Yeah, he is a really, really good guy. But I'm saying top 3 all time, that would be in that sequence. But Lawrence Phillips, definitely. Okay, so what position did I play in college?
Well, you said you were playing edge rusher in the indoor game, but I don't think you were playing edge rusher in outdoors. So I'm going to put you at linebacker or safety.
Perfect. Do you know already?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, everybody says that, right? Because now you're looking at my size, like, But I laughed at the position that you love for a reason. When I said, oh, he's so short.
You were a tight end, Nicole?
I was a tight end.
That's what's up.
Can you believe
yes,
that?
Sir.
Right?
That's
I
what's
brought
up.
I was a tight end, so I got a love for that guy out there. I know I took a shot on him, you know what I'm saying? But when you said tight end, I got a special heart
that's what's up.
for any coach that's worth his salt and uses the tight end as a weapon.
Yes.
It's one of it's the toughest position to defend. Here's why.
You never know what he's doing.
Let me say it one more time. Here's why.
You never know what he's doing.
93.7 The Ticket, fastest 2 hours in radio. We are off. We're going to have a couple of beef players in the building. We'll be right back.
Wolf Ace Hardware, your local hardware man, says please give blood generously. By doing so, your efforts could help save the life of a child, a surgery patient, or even that of an accident victim. So why not be a silent hero? Roll up your sleeves and give the gift of life. This message from Wolf Ace Hardware, located at 6118 Havelock Avenue in Lincoln, a quality company that cares. Contractors and homeowners, get to Wolf Ace Hardware for all your paint, brushes, and anything else you need for your upcoming project. For more information, call 402-466-7707. Wolf Ace Hardware, wishing all a very healthy and prosperous spring season.
Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans, begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage, 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
Oliver, left circle, wrister, he scores! Lincoln wins the Anderson Cup. Join us at the Icebox this Friday and Saturday as the Lincoln Stars take on the Waterloo Blackhearts in games 1 and 2 of the Western Conference Finals. The Stars are on the precipice of reaching the Clark Cup Final and need your help to have a true home ice advantage. The puck drops at 7:05 Friday night and 6:05 Saturday night. Lock in your seats now at LincolnStars.com.
Outside is where winter adventure unfolds. On frozen lakes, icy landscapes, and snow-covered slopes. Feeling the cold air rush by as you race downhill. The freedom of gliding with ease and the warmth of being together. From epic sled rides to the fun of ice fishing, it's all right here beneath Nebraska skies. Start your winter adventure at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Associations and this station.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
3, yeah, What you gonna do when I'm coming after me? 4, 5, 6. I got a couple of beef players in here. I don't know. No. 93.7 The Ticket, Captain Show, fastest 2 hours in radio. We have the Omaha head coach, Omaha Beef. We've got a couple of players. Coach, I'm gonna let you introduce them one at a time, because I got to take a couple shots on them.
Absolutely.
And see what they're working
So, Lincoln, Nebraska, and Omaha Beef family. We've got two new guys to the team that came with me. First, I'll introduce Brentley Allen, wide receiver, Newberry College. He's one of your newest members of the Omaha Beef, number 80 on your programs, your game day program. So I will start there.
All right. Come on, man. You got to talk now. Don't get scared now, Newberry College.
What's up?
That's what I'm talking about, man. We get into pull a Mike Georgia. Let me coach you up.
Hey.
Thank you. Tell the people where you from, how'd you get involved in football? And then, what do you see yourself going in this for the Omaha Beef? What do you see yourself doing?
So I'm from South Carolina. Football, without football, I don't know where I would be at, honestly.
Time out. You're going to get cut in a minute. You just sit right there.
But so football, it's been my whole life. I think I started when I was age 5. Been doing it my whole life. Love football. Coach Negron brought me with him to Omaha Beef. That's a blessing. A lot of people don't realize how good this man is at coaching, but they're gonna find out this year. But yeah, I'm trying to get back outdoor if possible, but I'm gonna do whatever God takes me. So,
what's your favorite route?
My favorite route, I like a corner post.
Ooh,
yeah,
slickster.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever got blown up into the mats?
Yeah, last game I honestly caught a ball on the side, hit the wall, and then the dude hit me over the wall.
Yeah. Did you hold on though?
Yeah, I held on.
Still a catch?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what they like to see.
Oh yeah,
that guy get blown up over the wall and then come and hold the ball up. Yeah, you got that. Is that your signature?
Oh yeah,
that's your
right
signature.
there.
Okay, all right. What's been the toughest thing about playing indoor arena football?
I would just say it's a lot faster. I feel like the routes are a little bit shorter than outdoor, but honestly, I like fast pace. I like high scoring. I like getting the ball. I'm a wide receiver. So,
yeah. What's the most catches in the game?
It was in Carolina. It was 8.
8
Really?
catches for 52 yards.
Any touchdowns?
Not this year.
Yeah, that's all right. You got to get in there though, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All
Gotta
right.
get in the box.
You better. You got any questions for me? Dude, what do you know about Nebraska football?
Nothing.
Hey, dude.
I'm sorry, nothing.
Hey, listen, Jordan, Coach, y'all tripping, man. Y'all can't be coming down to Lincoln from Omaha and don't know nothing about Nebraska football. This ain't gonna work.
I'll do my research.
Okay, thank you. Because when you come back, we're gonna expect you to know something about Nebraska football. I know we ain't the receiving university that we should be, but we're coming. All right, Coach, introduce you next. The big tight end.
He's the big tight end. So this is David Ross. David Ross can play multiple positions: O-line, tight end, running back. David, I'm going to admit I don't know what college you went to.
Western Connecticut State.
Western Connecticut. Get the mic. Come on. You're a smart guy. You're tight end now. You got to bring the plays in.
Yeah.
Did you have to bring the plays in when you were in college?
Did I have to bring the plays in?
Yeah. Did the coach tell you the plays and then you ran them in, or did they relay them in by this thing? You have no idea.
Headset? Jeez. Did they use wristbands? How did they wristbands?
Oh, y'all went wristbands.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So back in the Stone Age when I played, wasn't no wristbands. They did, but it wasn't like that. Coach Osborne would be like 47 die pass, 2 to lay flat. And he expected for me to remember it, run in there, hit Scott Frost, 47 die pass, 2 to lay flat. And then we ran the play, of course. So anyway, go ahead, Coach.
I played at Western Connecticut State. I was an all-conference fullback tight end. I played overseas for a year after college.
Where?
I played in Panama, Serbia, Romania, and Hungary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was there for about 5 months, I'd say.
How'd you like it?
It was a cool experience for sure. But my whole goal is to get to the highest level I can with football, see where it takes me.
Let me pause you. Did you ever watch the TV over there?
Not really.
Now you know where I'm asking, right? But go ahead.
Yeah. It was definitely a unique experience. And I'm just happy to be back in the States though, and playing some arena ball.
One of my favorite statements from David Ross this season was when we were in Carolina, we were putting players in permanent housing, and the housing in Carolina this year wasn't what we wanted it to be. And so I hand him the keys to the place, and I say, "You're gonna be all right here." And he says, "Coach, I played overseas. I'll be all right."
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So for you, what would you say? Let me explain. When people look at me and they say, "Oh, he played tight end," it's just like, no, you didn't.
Yeah,
I did. But I'm saying, when you look at yourself as a tight end, what kind of tight end are you?
Basically, I do it all. Honestly, I could block. I take a lot of pride in blocking. I really do. Because I think the biggest thing is like, when I line up at O-line, you really don't think of much. But then, I'm locking down your best DN.
Yeah.
And then like Coach
you
said,
jumping them.
Yeah.
Doubling them.
Yeah, I'm not.
Hitting them underneath in the ribs and stuff.
That's it. That's all leverage and angles. That's all.
Say it again. What is tight end? What?
Leverage and angles.
And see, Fedoni, what is tight end again?
Leverage and angles.
That's it. I don't care who you are. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care how short you are. Playing tight end is about leverage and angles.
Yeah.
Period. The end. That's
all conference.
All conference. That's a coach.
Yeah.
That's a coach right there.
He's got a lot more playing in him.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but you keep him in the back pocket
right.
because when he gets through,
that's the coaching tree right
some
there.
stuff you can't coach. You can't coach that.
That's right.
Block it in angles. You can't teach that. Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean,
what do you do after the catch? You pretty good runner?
Yeah, my biggest thing is just breaking the first tackle. But break the first tackle, then the rest is just butter at that point.
Yeah.
You're getting yards after catch. That's the biggest thing, or yards after contact.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest thing is always try to break the first one and then see what I can do after.
Do you guys play special teams?
Yeah, I'm big on special.
What do you do?
I really like kickoff. I think I got like this season.
You wedge buster?
5 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 1 recovery.
Wedge buster? Coach, is this your wedge buster? Or
so,
is he just
in the indoor game, they don't run a lot. It's go get it.
It's just heat sinking missile, go get it. That's
absolutely.
It.
We want to squeeze down. That's it. So we're just trying to create a funnel.
Yeah, but what are you, the 3? 2? You're in the middle?
Right now, they got me outside. I usually play more inside, but it's the same common goal on kickoff is just set the tone. That's what you want to do.
You kickoff return?
I'll play kickoff return. Yeah, because I like to block, but
I'm going to have you in all the time.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure Coach got you in all the time.
Yeah.
You know why? You know why? I'm dead serious, and he can either say no or that's right or wrong. Okay. The reason why he has you in all the time on stuff like that is because us coaches, you have to have a guy to set the tone.
Yeah.
Physically.
Yeah.
And most of the times, people think you got to set the tone physically on defense. You got to set it on offense in order to be great.
Yeah.
You got to have a guy who don't care about getting the ball. All he care about is if you're my guy, guess what? You will never make the play.
Yeah.
I will annihilate you. Whatever happens outside of that, I can't control that.
Yeah.
But I can control you. So, all right, is that right, Coach?
I mean, I'll tell you, in the indoor game, and especially it's just this era, players don't want to be physical anymore, right? So for us, to win a championship, I tell this to the guys all the time, we have to dominate physically on every play. So whether it's offense, defense, special teams, you want guys that are willing to thump because, again, especially in our game, you tackling is not a priority in the indoor game. That's why the scoring is what it is, right?
Sure.
So you want guys like that are physical. Both of these guys are physical. I mean, Brentley plays protector on kickoff return, right?
Yeah.
So,
personal protector.
Yeah.
So you said on kickoff return.
On kickoff return. So your lead guy.
Talk about the kickoff return. Break that down.
So when you have kickoff return, you're going to have your front 4. You're going to have a second 2 that kind of form a wedge that you were mentioning. Usually I'll have them converge on 4 being one of the defenders on the kickoff team. And then you're going to have your protector of the return guy. I like to run a lot of single-man return. Our special teams coach, Coach Albino, will run 2-man returns, but even in a 2-man return, one of those guys is designated the protector based on where the ball is.
Sure.
So that guy sets the tone for the whole return, right? You're going to be careful how I say it, right? So we coach it a certain way, but I'm going to say it for the general public to make sure it's PG. You want to run opposite the guy's hip, right? So the block is set, and you go inside where the block is set or outside where the block is set based on the positioning of the protector. The protector will set the return. There's a different way to say it at practice, which I can't say on the radio.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
PG.
But
Block could be
if
hitting
that
the button.
block isn't made, the return's not going to happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, when the ball is kicked off because it's only a 50-yard field and it goes and it hits the net, you can return that.
Not anymore.
What?
They took that away. Yeah, they took that away.
Why?
It's a great question. That's above my pay grade. I think I know the reasons why. I think they're more business related. The costs associated with the installation of those nets at those arenas is more than you'd think.
So they're just kicking it out of the arena every time?
So you're either, it's returned. It's getting returned. You got to remember, these are different footballs, right? So those balls don't necessarily get kicked the way an NFL ball would.
Okay.
You'd be lucky if, look, there's a deuce. The deuce still exists. So if you kick it through the goalpost, the team
and it's
gets
a smaller
2 points.
goalpost.
It's a smaller goalpost, very narrow. It's
What,
narrow
8
as our
foot?
windows right here.
Yeah.
But the ball most of the time is returned. If it's kicked through the back of the end zone, the ball's moved up to the 20-yard line.
All right. So listen, stone, chop, pancake, or stalk. Which one is the best? You do the best.
I think pancake bar is the best one.
What? Listen, fast 2 hours already. Omaha Beef in the building. 93.7 The Ticket. It's the captain. We'll be right back.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers this morning with patchy fog possible. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and breezy with a high around 60. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies with a low around 44. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, mainly cloudy with a high near 63. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake. Make sure you tune in every Saturday from 11 to 12 for all things youth football with Tank Perry and Jim Sandman. Learn how the game of youth football has grown in and around the capital city with coaches, athletic directors, and league commissioners telling you all about it. It's all things youth football with Tank Perry and Jim Sandman every Saturday from 11 to noon right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with the child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Billy Currington is back on tour Friday, June 13th, Pinewood Bowls Theater at Lincoln's Pioneer Park. Live in concert. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Oh, yeah. You like that, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, man. That's my little, you know.
like that.
Coach, this is the last segment, Coach. What can you tell us about the beef? Just what do you want the people to know? And just, give us kind of your little last,
I mean, listen, probably the most prestigious and storied franchise in all of indoor football, 25 years in existence. Since the owner, Ricky Burtz, has taken over, I'll say it again, the team's 45-12. He is committed to bringing championships to the city of Omaha and giving the people of Omaha some incredible entertainment in the arena. Great sponsors like Jordan with King's Fast Oil, continuing to partner with different businesses in the community to just bring everybody together around the sport that brings people together, which is football, right? So we're just going to pick up where that man has led us to keep going. We're 4-1. I don't intend on letting this team lose another ball game, and we should be celebrating a championship in Omaha at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena around June 14th. You can mark that down, quote me on it, tape it, record it, replay it tomorrow.
Ooh, that's a New York thing.
Yeah,
Give me a New York
little
saying.
bit.
Give me a New York saying.
Give you a New York saying.
Yeah.
The wise guy.
Can you give me some water?
Can you give me some water?
Water is spelled differently in New York. So
It's spelled W-A-T-A.
Yeah.
Water.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me some water? Now,
Yeah.
where are you from originally?
So I grew up in Brooklyn, New York.
Really?
Yeah, I moved to, New York City. I spent half my youth in Brooklyn and half my teenage life in Staten Island. I didn't move to the South until I was 22. I moved to Florida first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. See, Coach, we got some talking to do.
We do.
The next time, hopefully you guys can come, bring some more players. You
Absolutely. We owe you some merchandise. I gotta bring you some merchandise.
Right? Touchdowns. Mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter.
Yes.
Just win the championship, right?
Yes, sir.
Other than that, I want to thank King. I want to thank Jordan and King's Fast Oil for bringing you guys. I think it's been awesome.
Yep.
Thank you so much, King.
Thank you, Jordan.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah. And what you do for the community in Omaha, King, I want to make sure that the people know. Go to King. King, give them your address of where you at.
Yeah, we're in Keystone, if you're familiar with the area, 8506 Maple Street, 85th and Maple, north side of the street.
And again, really, really great guy. As far as donating to you guys' calls, our calls, and just people calls in general. He's a great guy. Other than that, man, I'm looking for. Do they still got the what do they call them dudes?
The rump roasters.
They still got the rump roasters. They still got the rump roasters. Do they? Hey, Bach, we're gonna take it out, but give me some rump roaster music. Do they got the rump roasters?
They still got the rump roasters.
Do they?
Yes, sir.
But they got cheerleaders too, right?
We do the prime dancers.
The prime dancers, then the rump roasters.
Yes, sir.
It's something. I'm missing something else.
It's all happens at the Slaughterhouse.
The Slaughterhouse.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next game is when?
Next game is May 3rd against the Dallas Falcons.
Where?
At the Slaughterhouse.
At the Slaughterhouse. What time?
7 p.m.
Don't miss it. They do little prizes and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. There's all sorts of games throughout the game, in-game entertainment. We're also trying to start a tailgate. So weather permitting, we'll have a tailgate outside the arena. Usually start about 2:30.
If I catch the ball, do I get to keep it?
You absolutely get to keep it.
Oh, there you go, guys. That's the reason to go. Listen, 93.7 The Ticket. Thank you to the Beef, the players. Let me see if I can get the names. No, I can't, but I can tell you South Carolina, Connecticut, New York City, and the coach. And then Jordan's from Georgia.
Don't hate.
Bach, Lincoln, and I'm Omaha. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. Join Main Street Beatrice for their annual Beer, Wine, and Spirits Festival on Saturday, May 3rd from 4 to 8 p.m. with VIP entrance at 3 p.m. Enjoy an afternoon of live music and unlimited tastings of Nebraska beer, wine, and spirits at Envision Landscapes and Garden Center. There's something for all palates, and you only pay your entry fee. Food and snacks are available for purchase at the event, as well as off-sale beer, wine, and spirits from vendors. Tickets are only $25 ahead of time or $30 at the door. This fun day is for adults 21 and over only. Buy your tickets at mainstreetbeatrice.org or on the Main Street Beatrice Facebook page today. Cinco de Mayo is May 5th, but the party starts early this year at Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina with their street festival on Saturday, May 3rd. Come down to 8th and Q starting at 1 p.m. on May 3rd and see llamas from Sweet and Sassy's Llama Farm until 4 p.m. and enjoy face painting and balloon animals with Miss Shades at 2 p.m. DJ Wyatt will entertain from 6 to 10:30 p.m. There will be drinks, food, and giveaways, and best of all, no cover charge. It's the early Cinco de Mayo Street Festival with Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina, Saturday, May 3rd, beginning at 1 p.m. at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Fleet Feet Lincoln is excited for the upcoming spring season and the warmer temps, and they want you to get outside and be active. Fleet Feet's Fit ID process takes a free 3D image of your feet to help runners and walkers alike find comfortable tennis shoes and inserts that ease pain associated with plantar fasciitis, bunions, and more. Get back on your feet this spring with a trip to Fleet Feet, open 7 days a week at 77th and Pioneers.
Spring is right around the corner, and now's the time to get your John Deere mower prepared for the grass to turn green. To get you ready, Acres reduced the price of its John Deere mower blades, filters, belts, and home maintenance kits by 15%. Gator UTV maintenance parts are also 15% off. Regular maintenance will keep your John Deere equipment going for years. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Offer expires May 31st, 2025. Visit your local Acres for details or go to acres.com to start shopping today.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions on 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Fight fans, May 3rd, Dynasty Combat Sports hosts the first bare-knuckle boxing bout ever at Pinnacle Bank Arena, pitting Lincoln's Tower Robinson against McCook's Thomas Thatcher. Additionally, MMA bouts will see champion Nate Morrow battle Nebraska City's Brett Minner. University of Nebraska wrestler Tyler Berger makes his pro MMA debut, and Hunter Green takes on Husham Zadow for the amateur featherweight title. Also, professionals Brady Minner, Sean Lindgren, Justin Weaver, and the debut of another Nebraska wrestler, Bubba Wilson. 16 fights are scheduled Saturday, May 3rd at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Fight cards subject to change. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or at the Pinnacle Bank Arena box office.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Amon Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a 4-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Amon Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email Jake at theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th, and overall registration goes through May 30th.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers this morning with patchy fog possible. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and breezy with a high around 60. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies with a low around 44. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, mainly cloudy with a high near 63. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Captain Show. It is the fastest 2 hours in radio. Bob, you know what I'm ready for, Bob?
Hold on here. I got to fix some stuff.
We're going to get on this NBA for a minute, and then we're going to talk about NCAA football. I got some good news on the NCAA football, the SEC, the Big Ten, and the Big Ten teams that are having the spring game this weekend. Bob, let's go.
Well, if the computer would work.
No, Bob, don't put it on the computer. Bigger than 5. Bigger than 5. Look at it. Bigger than 5. Bigger than 5. Bigger than 5. Bigger than 5.
It don't matter. Divorce court, child support, Lou Dort.
Bigger than 5.
OKC, KFC, UFC.
Bigger than 5.
It doesn't matter. Chris Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
Bigger than 5.
Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka.
All right, Bob. NBA basketball last night. The New York Knicks versus the Detroit Pistons. The Knicks win it 118-116. Jalen Brunson, 30.7 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns, 31 points, 8 rebounds. For the Pistons, Tim Hardaway Jr., 21 points, 2 rebounds. Cade Cunningham, 24 points, 11 assists. New York is up 2-1, Bob.
Yeah, it was a good game. Watched it. Came down to the end. Open shot for Tim Hardaway Jr. to tie it up. Didn't go in. Detroit fighting for this. I think they're obviously the underdogs in this series. We've mentioned before. It's been a long time since 2008 since they won a playoff game, so they got that out of the way. Now they want to make this a series. We'll see if they can do it. This was a close game. It's just one of those things. Comes down to the final couple possessions. Make or miss the league. They had to make a few more shots and couldn't come up with it.
Is Golden State down 0-2?
No, Golden State is.
Or is the Bucks down 0-2?
Bucks are down 0-2. Golden State's tied right now.
Okay, Golden State's tied. What about the Clippers?
We're going to get to
that.
Oh, you going? My bad. Let me get off your feet. My bad. Go ahead.
All right, Bach. This is game 3 of the Oklahoma City Thunders versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Oklahoma 114-108. SGA, PGA, AGA. Lakers in 5. No. SGA 31 points, 8 rebounds. Scottie Pippen Jr. 29 points, 3 steals for the Memphis Grizzlies, who are down 3-0 to OKC.
Yeah, and this was a game. I said yesterday, this looks like a lopsided series, and I almost had to eat my words at halftime. The Grizzlies were making this the thing. Remember, there were $9 tickets to get in this game yesterday, so the Grizzlies really needed something to bolster their chances here, and they had a big lead, and then they were outscored after halftime 63-31, ended up losing 114-108. Part of that playing into it was John Morant injury kind of taking him out there, but they were not able to keep up after that. And then, of course, SGA is going to turn it on eventually. So you got to believe if the Grizzlies had a chance to win in this series, yesterday was it. So I got to figure a sweep's coming.
Thunder and 4.
Yeah.
Thunder and 4. All right, the nightcap game, Bach. This is the series everybody's talking about right here. Denver Nuggets 83, the Clippers 117. Jamal Murray for the Nuggets, 23 points, 4 assists. Djokovic, 23 points, 12 rebounds, 13 assists. The Clippers, James Harden, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. Kwame Leonard, 21 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Clippers up 2-1.
Yeah, and this was not as close of a game as we expected. As far as this series has been, this was a blowout. Clippers got the win here. And you saw some maybe dysfunction on the Nuggets bench. We know they've replaced their head coach. We saw Jokic audibly, visibly yelling at his coach. So things may be going as expected with an interim coach. But we'll see. I mean, the series is far from over. This was just a bad hiccup in the road. Like I said, there's going to be nights in the NBA playoffs. One team's hitting, one team's not. You're going to get these blowouts. So not necessarily a great look for the Nuggets. I do want to shout out Charles Barkley. Thought the same thing I did. Why is this game on NBA TV? This was the game a lot of people wanted to see. A lot of people, and specifically, I didn't get NBA TV because it's blocked out or whatever. You got to work on that if you're the NBA. But I know they also wanted to give some of those other games more of an opportunity. And to be fair with what they did, the game that they picked over this one, the OKC game that we just talked about, was actually a close game. So tonight it actually worked out.
All right, we got 2 games. How many we got tonight? I think we got 3 games tonight. We have the Lakers. The Lakers, Boston, and Milwaukee versus Indiana. So we'll watch that tonight. All right, we're done with the NBA. What y'all ready to jump into now? You ready? 4 Big Ten schools will have their spring game this weekend and not a Husker game. Maryland, Penn State, Rutgers, Oregon will all have their spring games tomorrow. A couple of them on Big Ten TV. Check them out if you can. If not, come down to the Husker games and watch all the festivities they have down there tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, you're still going to get some football. You're going to get 4 quarters of football from the guys that are jockeying for position and trying to make a name for themselves. And I think to come out and support those younger guys who might not ever get a chance to play in front of a crowd in Memorial Stadium, I think, for the fans to come out and support those guys, I think it'll be great.
And I think, if you've seen it, they've already started to put some pictures out. We've seen at least the media put some pictures out of the sale that they're going to have of Husker equipment and stuff. This looks really, lots of shoes, helmets, some of the old chairs over from Devaney. It looked like, this is going to be, that's still going to be the highlight, I think, for a lot of people. Of course, we want to see the on the field action as well. Tours, food trucks, all that's going to be going on outside. Remember the soccer, flag football, from the women's side, and then volleyball, which is going to be a big time, first time to see DBK out there as well. So the on-field action certainly is going to be talked about, but I think a lot of people favorite part is going to be that equipment sale. Maybe
where's it going on at?
It's at the Hawks.
Oh, it's at Hawks. Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
What time does it start? 9? Is it 9?
Yeah,
9.
but you better, whatever time it says,
you
go
better
out
get there
and
at
stand
6
in
o'clock.
line.
No,
Yeah,
I'm going to be there at 7:30, get in early. This would be the one time I'll try to use my Vershawn Jackson card to maybe get in before the people. It'll be the one time. The NFL draft, right? Everybody's waiting for us to talk about it. Shedeur Sanders is still on the board. I think, even though he's being made an example of what not to do when you get ready to get drafted, I think he'll still have a phenomenal career. I mean, you think about Drew Brees, you think about Tom Brady, you think about some of the guys who got drafted in the lesser rounds that are still playing football or play for an awful long time. So I don't think this is a setback. I think this is an opportunity. Cleveland's got the number 33 pick. They got the first pick in the second round. I would hope that he wouldn't go there, but he could. Cleveland's got, think about this for a second. Cleveland's got 33 and the 36 pick. So they got two opportunities, and I believe Cleveland needs a quarterback. So they've got an opportunity to go out and get Shedeur at those picks. I would love to see him fall to 37 and go to Vegas and go to the Raiders and be able to play with Austin Genty and then learn 2 years under, what's his name, Bach, at the quarterback they just signed. Geno. Yeah, I think that'd be a good look for him. And if Geno struggles, you got a guy that can go in and fill in those shoes, because New England Patriots don't need a quarterback. Chicago Bears don't need one. New Orleans needs a quarterback, but I don't see him falling all the way to New Orleans at 40. Chicago don't need a quarterback. I don't think the Jets need a quarterback, and San Francisco don't at 43. So, yeah, I'm hopefully he doesn't go to Cleveland, but if he does, oh well, deal with it. But preferably, I think Vegas is a better fit for him.
Well, when you talk about guys that missed out on the first round, you got to talk about guys like Luther Burden III. He got set down yesterday. You got other guys. You got
Trayvon Henderson.
You got Mike Green. You got Nick Imawama from South Carolina who did a great job. You got a guy from the defensive end from Boston College.
But remember,
first round.
Remember that though.
Will Johnson.
Remember the defensive end from Boston College.
Yeah.
Remember he opted out of the bowl game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can say what you want to, but I guarantee you that's got something to do with him not being drafted in the first round.
You got Will Howard, who missed his pro day because of a hamstring. But on the other note, the SEC and the Big Ten made history with 26 out of the 32 first round picks. SEC had 15 first rounders. Big Ten had 11.
Wow.
Four teams with first rounders. 4 teams had 3 first rounders go. Ohio State, Michigan, Georgia, Texas, each had 3 guys apiece go in the first round.
Don't tell me you can't go to North Dakota State and get drafted in the first round either. You can go to North. How about Gray Zabel?
Gray Zabel.
Yeah. How about Gray Zabel?
Did he go?
Yeah, he picked yesterday.
Okay. I didn't watch. I listened to it on the radio.
But that's what I'm saying, though. So it's not necessarily, to me, about where you go per se. Sometimes it's about getting film. Sometimes it's about making sure that there are teams that are seeing you do work at the position that you're doing work at. It don't matter that you can go to a university in Nebraska and say, oh, I play for Nebraska, I'm getting some NIL money, but that you never put the pads on or you're a career second or third stringer. It doesn't matter until you really actually help the team win games by playing games. Not that the scout team players don't matter. They do. I'm simply saying I would much rather go to a school where I can play football than go to a school where I can practice football.
Bach, what do you think about the trade that was obviously Jacksonville came up out of nowhere and took Travis Hunter?
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the prize pick of the draft, I think, outside of quarterback. So not surprised to see somebody do that, right? If you're Travis Hunter, I don't know if you're happier that the Browns didn't take you or you know, the Jaguars came and got. I mean, the Jaguars aren't any better of a franchise.
Yes, they are. The Jaguars got a quarterback. Stop it. They got Blake Lawrence. They got a quarterback. Block. Come on.
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, Blake Lawrence. My bad. It's a Lawrence. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. they got a quarterback that they made at one point the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, correct?
That's right.
So they got to go out. Where is Travis Hunter from?
Georgia.
You sure?
High school, Georgia.
Right now, I think he's from Florida.
He was born in Florida, then moved to
Yeah,
Georgia.
well, but he's from Florida. So I just because I go to Louisiana every summer don't mean I'm from there. I was born in Omaha, so I'm from Omaha. My point is he's from Florida, so to get a chance to go back home, I thought that was huge. And to play with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean, Jaguars are not me and Bach had to talk about this earlier, and I think Bach was kind of correct about this. That's ticket sales right there. That's
Agreed.
One reason why they drafted him to get their ticket sales up. Jacksonville they're going to start him off more on offense because then they said they're going to work his way to the defensive side of the ball. So he gets to start out at wide out, and that's what he always wanted to play. So we'll see how that goes with them and see how everything goes. Bach, how did your Cardinals do?
Well, they did all right. Nothing overwhelming as far as popping off, but they got Walter Nolan, the defensive tackle, from Ole Miss. His stats weren't necessarily as impressive as maybe they wanted to be. At one time, was the number one player coming into college and played fine. So he's got all those physical tools. They also signed Calais Campbell, this offseason, maybe to kind of help mentor him. Obviously now that will help with mentoring him. So it's pretty exciting for the 16th pick. I liked it.
All right, VJ, who's your team?
You see, I got the shirt on, don't you? The Philadelphia Eagles. I think what they did at linebacker to bolster that defense and to get that linebacker is tremendous. I think he is going to bolster the defense and look for Philly to be back into the Super Bowl next year.
All right. I think my Atlanta Falcons, I think they stole the first round with their 2 draft picks. They ended up taking Jalen Walker out of the University of Georgia, who's a slash rusher, defensive end type linebacker. The second first round pick we took James Prince Jr., who's come with a lot of baggage, but if you get him on the right track, you're looking at 2 Pro Bowlers in the next couple of years for my Atlanta Falcons.
Did you guys see Commissioner Roger Goodell ride the bike?
I didn't
before the first round. You didn't see that? Him riding the Debo bike.
I didn't see that. I did see our buddy Amon Green out there on stage. You guys see that?
No, did he do the announcement for Green Bay?
They brought like a whole host of ex-players out there, and he was on stage with them along with Clay Matthews, a couple other guys, wearing a shirt that said Packers all-time leading rusher. I said, yes, that's exactly right. You gotta show that off when you can. And of course, the draft was in Green Bay, which I thought was fantastic. Obviously, it was kind of funny though. Right after Green Bay made their pick, the Vikings were up next. You could see the crowd just leaving. But it was a big crowd there. It should be exciting. I love how they kind of bring it around, everywhere this last couple of years. Although it was just great in New York every year, but moving it around, of course, Green Bay, an intimate feeling for football fans.
Did you get that audio?
The Shador audio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and play it.
All right. Here is Shador.
Do we need to go to break though?
No, we still got a few.
All right, let's go.
This is Shador reacting to not getting drafted last night.
We all didn't expect this, of course, but I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible. I don't feel like this happened, for no reason. All this is of course, fuel to the fire. And under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't have happened. But we understand we're on the bigger and better things. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be happy regardless. Legendary.
Ooh.
Spent a lot of money, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be a terrible feeling when you got your entire family, friends, everybody. You got $500,000 in jewelry on, and then you get snuffed.
Yeah, then you had a band, a draft room made.
You get snuffed.
Well,
you know why though? You know why he got snuffed? Do you not think that this man who got sacked 94 times in 2 years, do you not think that this man is built for the NFL?
Well, we can say a lot what we want. We can say what we want, but
they're showing you
as an owner of the NFL team, they have the right to pick who they want to pick, and I think the New York Giants really shocked me when they took Jason Dart. Right there, traded up for him and took him. It really shows you that the NFL runs the show, not the players. So you have to he's going to get drafted regardless. So just wait your turn, be patient. He's not the first quarterback, second quarterback to fall out like that. Just keep his head up and show him better than you can tell him.
Go ahead, Bob.
Well, I said there's a lot of obviously different reasons why people don't like Shador, flash and wrist, all that stuff. And then maybe you could say something about Coach Prime. But what I would say is maybe as a coaching, picking a Shador Sanders, there's immediately going to be discussions, maybe not serious ones, but rumblings around town about Deion. Maybe you could get Deion. He's one of the hottest coaches in the market, and he will be. I mean, his name and how he did at Colorado, that's what kind of elevated him up there. And I wonder if you're a coach or you're a GM and you're thinking, okay, if we get Shador Sanders, how many games do we lose until the talks start to become, well, it's not Shador's problem. Maybe we need to get Deion in to bring him. He's never, he's always done well with Deion. So I think, I don't know, but that could be a reason for hesitancy. If I am a coach evaluating Shador Sanders, is not negative highlights or not in any negative way of Deion Sanders, of which some would argue might be the case, but actually positive for Deion Sanders is that he's elevated himself into discussions of any opening that comes open, NFL or college. And so as a coach, that might be something that made you think, well, that kind of puts me a little bit on the chopping block if we start to struggle a little bit.
Yeah. I don't see Deion going to the NFL ranks. I think him getting that contract, I think it's easier in the college than it is in the NFL. And if you're not successful in the NFL in 3 to 4 years, especially if you start losing, you will get cut quick. And so it's easier for him to sustain, his football livelihood by staying at Colorado and building that organization up to where he wants to build it up. Because I can tell you right now, if he goes to the NFL, I don't think he has the track record or the know-how to be able to get it done on the NFL level, just because now it's all about business. It's not going to be people who are going to say, just like you saw today or yesterday, that they don't care about that being Deion Sanders when you get to the NFL. They don't care that that's your dad anymore. Now it's about what can you do? How can you catapult this organization to the next level? And if you're already coming in, I remember these statements that Shador Sanders made. He said, if you want, what did he say? Some type of generational athlete. And if you don't want me to come in to change the culture, then don't take me. That's what he said. He said that.
Should have just shut his mouth and be quiet.
That's what I'm saying.
It seemed like he also predicted himself to go to the Steelers at 21, and that didn't happen. They took
the
Pierre Carmen.
Steelers needed a D tackle. You got Hayward, who's probably 35 years old and on his way out the door, and the Steelers are based off good defenses. What really shocked me, Bach, is the Coastland Loveland. That was Chicago pick right there.
Why did that shock you?
I thought they would have got Tyler Warren. He did go 4 picks later to the Indianapolis Colts, but Michigan got the first tight end off the board. We're gonna look today and see if we got some guys going off. You only got 2 rounds today, so we got second and third round today, and the rest of it tomorrow.
Starts at 5 o'clock, I believe, and
7.
Is it 7?
Yeah,
5 o'clock Eastern time. 7 o'clock Pacific.
Do you have an official time?
I did have it, but I wasn't. I kind of got off of it because I wanted to go a different direction, and I wanted to really talk about. I wanted to get back on where we thought. When you look at this draft, people are sliding down, right? So now, where do we think Ty Robinson will go? Because I'm thinking he may slide to the 4th or 5th. I mean, you got to think you got Nick Scordon from Texas A&M still on the board. I'm just talking about edge rushers. You got Mike Green from Marshall still on the board. You got Donovan, he's something from Boston College that sat out still on the board. Plus all the rest of the guys that I would imagine is in front of him. So where do we think Ty Robinson will go?
Well, he still got a lot of guys in front of him. Kenneth, hold on, let me see. That was yesterday. So how many 5 D tackles went out yesterday?
As far as best available on ESPN, they have him
55.
55 right now, which would be at the end of the 3rd round then.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying.
we don't know. Guys go up and down. I would be shocked if he fell the 5th round, maybe 4th, but I bet we see him tonight.
You think so?
I do think so.
Who?
I don't know about to who. I mean, that's kind of hard to pick, but I would say at least, from what I've seen from him, he probably warrants a third round draft pick. I don't know if you guys would agree with me. Maybe it's the late 3rd round. I think I kind of like where they have him listed there. But I think he'd be a pretty darn good pick in the 4th round, and again, a steal in the 5th if he really did fall that far. And for what it's worth, too, I'd be surprised if anybody Fedoni maybe might be the next Huskers selected. I would be shocked if Fedoni gets picked before Ty Robinson.
What do they got for Fedoni? I know Ty Robinson.
I don't think I would.
55. I don't see. Hold on. Fedoni, not 70. He's probably.
I mean, he'd probably be hard to find in the.
I need to call DeMornay. Okay. I need to call DeMornay. Chanel. Are we up for a break? I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll tell you. Let's throw out the break real quick. I got some information. I told you they was gonna try to get you to do some stuff. Anyway, we'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket. Fastest 2 hours.
The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Spring is right around the corner, and now's the time to get your John Deere mower prepared for the grass to turn green. To get you ready, Acres reduced the price of its John Deere mower blades, filters, belts, and home maintenance kits by 15%. Gator UTV maintenance parts are also 15% off. Regular maintenance will keep your John Deere equipment going for years. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Offer expires May 31st, 2025. Visit your local Acres for details or go to acres.com to start shopping today.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers this morning with patchy fog possible. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and breezy with a high around 60. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies with a low around 44. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, mainly cloudy with a high near 63. A meteorologist, Kyle Collector from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find. Only at Total Wine and More. Now open in Lincoln next to Gateway Mall.
Drink responsibly, B21.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Cinco de Mayo is May 5th, but the party starts early this year at Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina with their street festival on Saturday, May 3rd. Come down to 8th and Q starting at 1 p.m. on May 3rd and see llamas from Sweet and Sassy's Llama Farm until 4 p.m. and enjoy face painting and balloon animals with Miss Shades at 2 p.m. DJ Wyatt will entertain from 6 to 10:30 p.m. There will be drinks, food, and giveaways, and best of all, no cover charge. It's the early Cinco de Mayo Street Festival with Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina, Saturday, May 3rd, beginning at 1 p.m. at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good on that one. We don't give away the secrets. We not gonna tell wing eating competition. Terrell, you were in the wing eating competition. Steve Warren? Yeah, because Steve Warren's there twice. So I think they made a mistake, Terrell. You're in the wing competition. We're gonna see how many wings you can eat. Jake Foreman's in like 3 or 4 different competitions. What's going on there?
It's Team J. He's one of the guys.
Shoot.
The face of it.
We red, though. We team red. We get the red stuff. Red. I will tell you on the red team, but I'm not going to tell you who's on the red team. Fastest man competition. It's anybody's game. I mean, I would say the front runner for that deal is probably I want to say the morning.
It'd be nice if they did open this up to the public. We get betting odds on it and all that.
Yeah, that would be crazy, wouldn't it? All right, so you guys, have you ever heard of Finn Anderson?
Never heard of it.
Oh, okay.
My mic on? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there's your mic on. Okay.
Thank you, Buck.
Yeah.
That's better.
That is better.
But I'd be interested. It's Friday, spring game tomorrow, spring game, Husker games tomorrow. Come out. It should be an exciting time to definitely watch the boys clack, clack, clack. And then I don't know how they're going to do this thing as far as with the different as far as the different Husker games. You know, you might have a bench press. You might have a tractor tire flip relay. You might have a hand competition, like balls from the judge machine, diving catches onto the mat. You might have a wing eating competition and a fastest man alumni. I want to do the fastest man so bad.
You think so?
I do. Depends on how far it is. If they say 100, I'm out. 30, I might be able to blast off, Bach.
Yeah.
30 yards.
It's like a DeMornay though. I mean, he's still playing.
You're right. Nah, I'm out. DeMornay wins. There's no way I'm running that. You're right. I'm not doing that. I do. But there's going to be teams, so I'm not going to announce the teams. Let's just say my teammate is a cheat code. Thank you.
So, but are they red and white?
Yeah, red and black.
Red and black.
Red and black.
Throwing off the red and white spring.
Yeah. So, here, I'll give you an example. So it'd be, I believe, me and DeMornay versus Josh Bullocks and Tony Veland.
2 DBs versus 2 receivers.
Josh Bullock's a DV?
A safety, but yeah.
Safety?
You're gonna have to keep up
Wait a
with
minute.
him, though.
Josh Bullocks. Wait. Josh Bullocks is the current Josh Bullocks? He just left?
No, not John Bullock. Unless it says John Bullock. But no, Josh Bullock was All-American. Yeah, All-American safety for like, 2003?
Josh Bullocks.
Yeah, Daniel's brother, twin.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Josh. Oh.
Had like 10 picks in one season, so he can
win.
Yeah.
They put 2 safeties against us. Can you believe that? Tony Veland. That's a pretty good deal. Thank you.
Former quarterback.
Yeah.
They have good hands.
Yeah. You're in the wing competition, by the way. See how many wings we got to win this thing. You know that, right? Because bragging rights is you brag for today, so tomorrow you got 365 days to talk crazy.
So is the red team the way that you said it in your competition would be offense defense, but this is altogether supposed to be Jay versus Will. So is there I guess I'm a little
well, I don't know if Will is. Yeah. So red team, I'm not going to give all the names. Yes, I will. I'll give them. They're there now. Red team. Yeah. And it gives you the breakdown, but I'll just give you the red team. Red team is Yoshi Hardrick. Remember Yoshi?
Oh, yeah,
Yoshi?
absolutely, yeah.
Merritt Nelson, who looks like a Greek god.
Who? Merritt Nelson?
Remember Merritt? Defensive end?
Was he a GA?
He became a GA later on.
Yeah, he's buff.
Yeah.
He helped linebackers out when I was there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Will Compton. And then you also have red team Grant Winstrom and Troy Hasselbrecht. And then you have red team myself and DeMornay personnel. And so I guess that would be Team Compton.
So you're on Team Compton.
I guess. If they breaking it up like that, because then the black team would be Steve Warren, Joe Makovica, Finn Anderson, Josh Banderas, Jay Foreman, Jason Peter, and Josh Bullocks and Tony Veland. Is that all black shirts? That's except for Joe. That's all. And Finn, I don't know. I can't think of who Finn is. But that's all black shirts on the black team.
What's his last name?
Finn Anderson. Fyn Anderson. It's on the tip of my mind who he is, but I don't remember per se. So that's what it looks like. Competition, you'll be competing against former and current players. Oh, so it's going to be current players.
He came out in 19.
Yeah, Finn Anderson last couple of years.
6'4", 290.
Which I guess that's not the last couple of years anymore, but I'm getting older.
So I guess this is him right here.
Let me see. What position did he play?
D-line.
Oh, wow. Okay, big fan. That's why he's doing the bench press then. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. You think how many Joe Makovic, how many times do you think he's gonna be able to get 225?
Probably 15.
You think 15?
Probably knowing him, probably 10 to 15.
Who you think gonna be the weakest in that? Looks like Will Compton.
I seen Will do some in Oregon
recently.
Yeah.
How many did you do? 10? 12? 8?
I have to go back and watch that.
I know he got shook up out his draws now, 1-on-1.
Yeah, but he was in the weight room too.
Was he? And then you got a tractor tire flip relay. So I'd imagine you're on Team Red. I think you're on Team Red. Because Jason Peter, Jay Foreman, Josh Banderas. Have you been working out?
For what?
No. Okay, I answered that for
I
you.
can push a tractor tire over.
Oh,
That's easy.
What if you have to do it for 30 yards?
Hey, that's all right. I drag it for 30 yards.
Really?
Put it behind me, tie it around my waist, and run 30 yards.
Anyway, I hope to see you guys tomorrow at the spring game. I think it'll be a good time, again, to see those younger guys, see what they have in store. And then hopefully, we can find a couple of stars and diamonds in the rough, some guys that, might not showed up in practice, but when the lights came on and they're on the big stage, they show up in a major way. And I think that's what we need to do is see those younger guys and see how they step their game up. What you got, Terrell?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just a kind of cloudy day. It's supposed to rain a little later, but I'm chilling for the day. Nothing to do.
Well, we got a lot of Husker games coverage tomorrow. I specifically will be here from 4 to 5. Give up my off day for the Huskers. Absolutely.
Come on. 1 hour.
Got to do it. Got to do it.
What time is the game, though? The game's from 2 to 3, right? 1 to 2?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
it starts at 2.
All right. Husker games, 93.7 the ticket. Spring game. Don't miss it. Fastest 2 hours in radio. Powered.
Bye.
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Brent.
Excavating.
I'm with
the black shirt.
And
Bach.
See you guys next week. No, tomorrow.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned